Greetings and welcome to the Modeling Bench for yet another end of the month ramble update bench talk thingy. This time for the month of October 2016. Like you don't know how to read a calendar or something. But yeah. Anyways, zoomed out quite a bit because I got some things to show you this time actually. First announcement that I should have for you guys is something that I should have talked about in the last update, but for some reason I forgot. Some of you may have noticed that I changed the name of the channel from Ice Redneck to the Viking Modeler. Doing this because Ice Redneck is my gaming handle and it felt kind of weird to have that stupid name on a modeling channel, because I actually went all the way and turned this YouTube channel into an exclusive kind of modeling channel. There will be some rally stuff still if the opportunity arises for me, but the chances of that are quite minimal because I do rather enjoy taking still shots than video of the rally stuff. And my buddy sold his rally car and bought himself a Corvette, so that's that. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, like I said, the Viking Modeler just makes the channel more accessible, easier to find maybe, and also, like I said, more descriptive of what's to find on my channel. And yeah, whatever. Onto some modeling stuff. It's been a kind of a busy month. We had some group builds and we had some boredoms, so I did a few things and I did a little of this and a little of that. The main thing I've been working on is the Merlin, the 1/72nd scale Italy Skyfall helicopter that you have been seeing on my channel lately for the scale rotor screw build. I don't have it here to show you where it's at because I already packed it into storage, because if you've been following that build, the decals were ruined, and I'm currently waiting for some replacements from Italy, and I gotta give them a good shout out because their customer service was top notch. They replied to my emails really quickly. I had some problems finding the replacements online like they told me, asked me to do. They put up like on their online shop a special thing for me so I could give them some money so they could send the stuff to me, and it was like €6, which is not a lot of money for like service like this, I don't think, especially since like I'm not gonna say that the decals were their fault or something. I mean, I could have stored them anyway, anyhow. They don't want me to or whatever. Yeah, so anyways, I was happy to pay them the €6, and the decals are on their way to me as we speak. So I just don't really feel like working on it. I mean, I could be doing the rotor assembly or something while I wait, but yeah, I was getting kind of tired of that build anyway, so yeah, just pack it away instead of getting like frustrated with it and end up wrecking it or something. But yeah, I just finished the Chaiga like 30 minutes ago or something, and was just doing a video on that as well. That'll be up tomorrow. Here that is, finished Chaiga. Yeah, the video will be up tomorrow. Look at that spinning prop. It's always a happy moment for me when I get the prop spinning. And yeah, if you wait for the video tomorrow, you'll hear all my thoughts on this build. Quite an enjoyable build, and after building this, I'm kind of looking forward to building my ICM I-15 as well, which is practically almost the same plane. It was a predecessor to this plane, I think, but a monoplane, not a biplane. And yep, this is not the only plane that or kit that I finished this month. I also went into my drawer of Doom and picked up a Spitfire that I started building a while ago while I was at my parents' house. I just built it there, made it ready for paint. So I finally got around to painting it, and had so much fun. I just went ahead and finished it. So this is what I would call a war-torn Spitfire. I did some chipping on it, and I did some streaks there on the guns and the exhaust streak. And yeah, it's quite weathered on the bottom as well. And in my opinion, I think this is probably one of the best Spitfire builds that I have done to date. And yeah, really happy with this one. What I've been working on also is this Zero that I pulled out of my drawer of Doom even. Now as you can see, this is like really chipped. May have overdone it a bit, but I wanted to do like a really late war Zero that had almost no paint, because they did paint these really hastily with bad quality paint, and didn't even bother with priming it because they needed to get them out flying again soon. But as you can see, the Hinomarus are white. Still, I need to put some red decals on it. I waited with the red decals because even though they let their planes go all messy like this, they always painted the Hinomarus red again, I'm told. So I want the Hinomarus to be red and bright and perfect. But yeah, have the rest of the plane like its next project will probably be a kamikaze run, because it's in such a poor state. I don't think I worked on any other models this month. I can't remember. I don't think so. But yeah, let's segue into the next thing, which is new kits that I've just bought. I mean, I ordered them last month, but they arrived. So first of all, I told you guys I made an impulse buy on a Honda Civic from Japan. So I got this one for $19 plus customs. So it ended up being quite a cheap kit for me. It's I think it was Aoshima. No, it's Fujimi EK9 Civic Type R. This is pretty much the only Honda Civic that I like, except for the predecessor, the EG6, which I also quite like. But yeah, I got quite a thing for the EK9 Type R. And what else? Yeah, so sorry about that jump cut there. Some technical difficulties, baby related though. But yeah, I'm a member of some auction sites on Facebook as well, and my good buddy had this up. Nobody bidding on it, and the opening bid he asked for was quite convenient for me, since it was cheaper than what I can get it on eBay. And I've really been looking around for this kit and wanting to buy it, because I really want to build a big Tiger, but yeah, I don't want to do Simmerit. And I heard this is a pretty good kit, although it has rubber tracks, but I like rubber tracks, so it's a win-win. Yay! So anyway, yeah, Tamiya Tiger 1 early 1/35 scale, if I should announce that. And he put some goodies in there. Thank you, G. Goodies include these tiny brushes. He bought them in bulk. They're for extreme details, and this tip is like really good for that, and I've been using it quite a bit. and I'm loving it. So he hooked me up with a couple of those. He hooked me up with some alligator clips on sticks, which I really needed, turns out. They're so handy to have and helpful. And then he puts the makeup sponges in there too, which are also pretty great. And what else? Oh yeah, I actually asked if he could run to the store and get me some new Tamiya Extra Thin, which he did, the lovely angel that he is. But the greatest surprise that he threw in there was this vintage Airfix Comet ME163. 1/72 scale is tiny. Everything is in here, and just is a 1970s kit. Just look at that pilot. That is astounding for the 1970s kit, I think. But it's so old. It got the paint scheme on the back here. The instructions are right in here. And first I was like, oh, do I dare build it? Do I even dare open it up? And yeah, this kit has to be built. It's just scream and build me. I think it's gonna be a really fun, really quick and easy build. Well, I say easy, but it might be a filler queen. But anyway, if you want this kit, I looked online, and you can get it for like £15 on eBay. I found it, most of it was available in England or the UK. But yep, I did get some more kits. One day I was doing some errands around town with the wife, and we passed through this store, which is like a store where you can buy stuff that people throw away, if that makes any sense. Is it a Goodwill store, perhaps, or a thrift store? It's like you got some junk that you need to get rid of, but it's still okay to use. It's functional, it works and does and whatnot, chairs and furniture and stuff. And you take it to the dump. You put it in this container that they have that is marked with this store's logo, and the store gets the container every Monday or something. And they sell your crap, and the proceeds go to some charity, mental health or something. So yeah, I've scored there before, single kit, and I've also turned down a lot of junk kits, missing parts, warped plastic and stuff like that. No instructions, and yeah, it's a whole spectrum of things that go on there. But this time I actually scored quite big, I think. And let's start on the beginning, I guess. I got this little Black Hawk helicopter from Revell. It's 1/100 scale. Box has seen better days, but it's not too bad. The decals, they might be ruined, I don't know, but they look okay to me. So did actually the Skyfall decals, but anyways, yeah. It's been started, but it's all there. Only thing that's been taken off the sprues are the fuselage halves, and they've been painted probably with enamel in the wrong shade of green, of course. But yeah, that's not too hard to strip that down with some brake fluid or whatever. I like to use brake fluid because I'm a mechanic. And also had this guy, Italeri 1/72 scale F-15C single seater, and it was in superb condition inside the box. You can build this plane from it, some Langley 1988, but you can also build this plane, the box art plane. And yep, check that stuff out. IS. And if you're into the military tailcoats, you'll recognize that as Naval Air Base Keflavik, Iceland. Yep, that's right, I said Iceland. Back in the early 80s to mid 80s or something. I think it was even into the 90s. The Keflavik Air Base had F-15s on call, whatever. Before that, they had F-4s, I think. We've had an airbase there since the Great War, the World War II. We've been occupied, or not occupied, but yeah, NATO. We're a NATO nation, so the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, got a permission to have a naval airbase here in Keflavik to protect the country from the damn Russians. And I actually got to see these planes fly when I was a kid, these F-15s. So I was really freaking excited when I saw that they'd had the IS option in there. So excited, in fact, that yesterday I couldn't help myself. And I'm already this far into the build. I didn't make a video of it because it was just me and the baby watching documentaries about F-15s and building away, and I got it this far. I just hand painted the brush painted the cockpit. You can't really see anything in there anyways, so I just slapped that together. But yeah, it's gonna take a hell of a lot of work to get this actually display worthy. But I really want to do the best job I can with this, and I hope and hope and hope and hope to every god there is that the decals are good. They look quite good, and I hope they are quite good. And ISIS or Iceland. So yeah, that's that. That's that F-15. You'll be seeing more of it in the monthly updates. I'm not gonna make a video of it. Just a quick passion build for me, or not quick. There's gonna be a hell of a lot of putty needed. It is an Italeri kit, of course, an old one with this that. And here's an example of the gaps that are present. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. But yeah, I will get there sometime, hopefully before Christmas. But yeah, I got one more kit from that thrift store. And before I put it on camera, I would just like to apologize to anyone who might have wanted that kit in Iceland. I just bought it because, well, it was cheap. So for turds and teehees, why not? I don't build this kind of stuff. It's a frickin' huge sailboat. A really frickin' old, huge sailboat. And it even has a vacuum form, sails, a stand, a rigging thing, and just... Why did I buy this? But yeah, I don't know, I might build it someday. I might put it up for a trade, get some airplanes instead or something. But all of these three kits, I got for what Mr. Houdini would call 2 shekels. So it was not a bad deal. I mean, the F-15 alone is worth that, even bad as it is, in my opinion. Or an Icelandic economy, it's worth that. So yeah, I got nothing more to show you guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Another technical difficulty. Filled up my card, but yeah. While I was extracting the stuff from the card, I remembered there was one more thing that I did work on, and I'm actually quite proud of this one. After I finished the Spitfire, I picked up this King Tiger that I've been building for a year. It was painted in the Dunkelgelb, and I finished it off with some stripy pattern. No idea if this is an accurate camo pattern, but I just thought it would look cool. So yeah, has the oxide red barrel there. Just needs a clear coat, and then it's ready for decals. Well, yeah, it's back in the drawer of Doom for another year, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just finish it, but then I have the F-15. The constant struggle that I'm in. So yeah, I'm thinking I might even start up a video series, or just a YouTube playlist, whatever you call it, where I would open up my drawer of Doom, maybe let viewers vote for what to pick up and finish, or just pick up what I feel like. The last vote didn't get that many votes or participators. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's still. I'm talking with my hands behind the camera. If you didn't see that, it's still a concept. Work in progress. Work in progress on my work in progresses. But yeah, that's been the update. Like I said, I don't really know what to say anymore, so better end the video there. Thanks for watching, and keep having fun and keep modeling, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Which, oh yeah, P.S. Upcoming builds, like I like to say. I don't have the kit right here, of course, because I'm so well prepared. There's another group build coming up, like I said, that I didn't plan on taking part in, but I am anyways, because I wanted to build this for quite a while, and I kind of bought a base for it as well, a wooden base. It's Fokkers That Float over in Fokker the Rivet Counters group, Harry Houdini's group. And it's basically anything that floats except a turd or a poo. So I'm building a Twin Otter float plane, Canadian Air Rescue. It's gonna be yellow, it's gonna be on floats, and it's gonna be cool, or close to being cool, at least in my mind. I think it's an old Matchbox kit or something, but it's by Revell, it's 1/72 scale, and there will be a video. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soonish. Bye.